The Ironman challenge in Lethal Company allows you to explore every moon while still providing a unique challenge later in the run. This challenge was created by the YouTuber Chef Austin. The rules for this challenge are as follows. You cannot have every player die on a moon, so that means no wipes. You can have one player die or multiple die, but if a run wipes and everyone dies, it's over. Each moon must be played in the list on the terminal from top to bottom, regardless of weather. If you cannot afford the next moon, the run is over. After Titan, Artifice or Embrion can be played next, in any order. After either Artifice or Embrion is played last, you must immediately sell to the company building. The next set of rules are self-imposed and are not required. After Titan, Embrion is played with Artifice being the very last moon of the challenge. If you don't meet quota after Artifice, you fail. You are allowed to go to the company building at any point in the run, specifically to buy or sell items. This does not include before Experimentation though. Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a good day, and welcome back to some more Ironman, where today, it's gonna be the run, okay? If you just truly believe in the delusion with me, alright? Okay, 10 objects with 1 bee, alright. Is it anywhere near the ship? It doesn't look like it, unless I'm blind. Oh, well, here's the beehive. 118, holy shit, that's actually pretty good. At least we got a good, some good RNG with the beehive. Hopefully we can get some good RNG inside as well. Oh, did the bees? Oh. They actually were close enough to, the rock that they actually got stuck in there. Okay. Well, that's nice. That makes my life a lot easier. Now all we really have to do with the bees is literally just set it inside the ship, since they're literally not ever going to be bothering us, thankfully. If they manage to get outside of that rock, that would, turbo suck, but I don't think they're going to be doing that particularly. Imagine getting diffed by a literal rock, man. Could not be me. You know, I can't wait for the day that Zeekers adds a new trap to, the cave interior, just puts, a comedically large boulder and I just get killed. You know what would be really funny? Putting, Indiana Jones, style traps like that into, the cave. Or at least with the boulder. That would be incredibly funny to me. Give me the boulder trap, Zeekers, when you come back. You know, now that I think about it, he's working on end tiles for everything as well, isn't he? That theoretically could come into the game, right? You know, let me believe in the boulder for the game. That would be sick, actually. Surprised we actually got 2 objects from that loot room there. Okay, there's my shovel. That looks like labyrinth, and I'm assuming this is my dead end as well. Okay, ooh! Something actually spawned in here. That isn't inherently a loot room, but something was close enough to spawn something. Okay. Thank you, game. Thank you, Zeekers, rather, for giving me good RNG. Definitely not just a good dice roll. It's actually Zeekers. Praise Zeekers whenever you get good RNG. That way it'll definitely stay that way. That's totally true and real. You can look that up. No, okay, I shouldn't have gone this way. Just completely nothing, of course. Thank you, game. Can I find any loot rooms? At all? This is just so much brick room. Holy shit. I would like to find, any loot rooms, game. Okay, well, there's apparatus, it looks like. Well, hopefully, if it's just the tile with no... It's the tile with no apparatus. That is crazy, man. Thank you, game. Very cool. Alright, let's start getting this moved on over to main. That way we can at least get this transferred easier later in the day. If my throat would clear, that would be sick. Yeah, let's start getting the shovel moved in further, too. Hopefully we can find some more good loot quickly. I'm gonna drop the key outside since we've got that other one right there. We're at noon and we've got maybe 2 transfers because of the equipment as well inside. Oh, I didn't see you. Well, I guess we've got 3 transfers or something probably at this point. I honestly don't remember how much how many items we have. I kinda didn't count, you know. Unfortunately, counting is too hard for me, so I didn't do that. Okay, this is just nothing. Well, there's only literally one way to go at this point, so there's that. Surely we don't get, trolled with nothing, right? Because if we hadn't, if we had no other way to loot, we'd have to go through the fire exit. That's nothing, that's nothing. I mean, if it's blocked by the facility door, we're literally gonna have to go through fire exit, because I don't want to take... Yeah, that's R4. Oh, fuck, dude. I think we literally gotta go through fire exit. Okay, that's not a great spawn. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it would be faster to go back to the ship rather than actually... Yeah, because that's just nothing. Okay. Alright, I think what I'm going to do here is get everything transferred off the edge of the dam thingamabob. I don't know what you'd call it apart from a ledge, I guess. We'll get that get these transferred over there, and then we'll search like fire exit real fast, because I don't know what else I could really search. And I think we'll drop it. Yeah, we'll drop 2 keys like off the edge. Alrighty, game, what you got in store over here? Now that I think about it, I didn't see a single enemy, so there could very well be all the enemies on this side over here. Is this just an empty loot room? Yes, it is. Okay. I guess all of the good luck was used immediately to begin the day. Alright, there's a metal sheet. You know, that's better than nothing. Nothing down there. Okay, there's the possibility of loot. Okay, game, that's cool. Please tell me there's a key. Oh, okay, man. That's so painful. The locker room behind a locked door is criminally painful. Okay. Well, we get this transferred all back to the ship, and then theoretically we should have time to go search that. I'll probably just be taking, like, the flashlight in. You know, I could take both of the keys, or not like keys, well, yeah. You know, I completely fucked up how I was going to introduce that sentence, but whatever. I am going to take both of the keys inside instead of the flashlight, because I'm thinking that it's just going to be better. Like, theoretically, it's just easier to transfer a key, and like, I don't know, I'm thinking it's going to be easier. It'll just be a little bit faster, and I was thinking if we find apparatus room and that's locked on both of the doorways, that way we can use the key. That's what I was going to say initially. I just completely failed to say the sentence, like in any capacity, really. At least there's no enemies immediately there. Okay, and the only unfortunate part about this is that it's going to be a little bit dark. Okay, no locker. Please don't tell me this is locker. Okay, just one object, please. Just literally one thing would be nice. Okay, this is looking dire, man. Terrible. Okay, and nothing on this side. I'm not jumping across the gap in the dark. I mean, I could scan and maybe see it after a second or two, but I don't really want to do that. Industry room, please. Okay, there we go. One object. Thank God. And a slime in here, too, by the looks of things. What else spawned? Like, surely it's not just a slime. Okay, apparatus in here. And, oh, 2 slimes? Okay. Anything down here? No. Dude, this is not exactly the greatest day ever at this point. It started out looking pretty good. I'm gonna pull the apparatus just because of how far we are into the day. I don't think it'll matter. Usually doesn't matter earlier on anyways. Oh, hey, big bolt. Alright, let's go take that. We've literally got like an entire transfer right here. We could either continue to search or we could just take this out. It might be better to go like search for more. I think I want to see what time it is once we get these outside. That's probably going to be my best bet here. Yeah, this is kind of like a far, or at least a decent amount of distance. It's not like crazy, but I don't know, the time from walking from all the way over there over to here just seems like it's going to make the day, like, die very quickly. How much time we have left? Okay, we are actually not going to be looking for anything more. We're just going to be dipping, actually. Alright, that was surprisingly peaceful getting back. I was expecting at least like 1 or 2 dogs to be roaming around the area there, but there was basically nothing. This is going to be a really good day now that I think about it from the bee and everything. Kind of forgot about that earlier when I was saying it wasn't that great. Yeah, 402. That was a really good day. Much better than the experimentation tends to give me. Like, we got multiple good spawns there. We got a bee, we got a pickle, and those were the basically good spawns. I mean, those are not that great. Those are middling. Yeah, pretty much just getting bee pick like a good bee spawn, and then like just a good spawn that isn't like metal sheet or something, and then the apparatus. You get a good amount from experimentation usually. Well, at least a good amount meaning like 300 or something at least. Alright, well now that that's charged, let's go see what Assurance has. Mild weather. Okay, good. At least we don't have to deal with any painful weather unless it gives us meteors. Alright, let's make sure to actually pick up our flashlight and key before we dip and ski. Do we... You know, I can't actually scan on Assurance. I need to immediately run. I'm always like so used to scanning at this point that I'm just like trying to immediately go scan, but no, I need to not do that today. Don't worry, guys. I'll eventually remind myself to, like, not forget things. Totally. Alright, are you a mine shaft or are you a factory? You are a factory. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna probably... Okay, so no lights today. That's cool. I would like to just get the flask outside before I have to deal with no lights smile. I'm not too appreciative of that. Okay. Oh, here we go. Industry immediately, too. Anything over to the left? Maybe. Loot room? It's a locked door with seemingly nothing behind there. Alright. Thank you, game. I hope we can get, like, some good... Okay, that's a turret. You don't see me, right? Okay, I think the elevation is just high enough that it doesn't see me. I think if I try to go onto the catwalk there, that's when it's gonna start to really fuck with me, so... Let's not do that for the time being until I'm confident on that one. Anything over here? Lots of nothing. Lots more nothing. Thank you, game. Okay, I saw a big bolt for like a split second there. And, okay, and more? I'm seeing 81. Oh, there's a hairdryer. Okay, that was a really good spawn. Pretty sure that's fairly rare. Not only that, but that's 78 credits, just that alone. Literally almost as good as a cash register. That is an open thingamabob. Vent thingy? Okay, do we have like a snare flea? I feel like there's a decent chance we have a snare flea like nearby. Just considering the fact that I haven't seen anything, and I'm pretty sure snare fleas are the highest spawn rate on Assurance, so it would make sense in my mind. Thought I heard a thumper there. Might be going insane, but... Oh, well, there's the snare flea. Knew I wasn't going insane on that front. I really hope we don't get I would honestly rather get a thumper than like a bracken or something. Well, I'll kill it, and then after I kill it, then we'll probably have the chance for a Just don't give me a bracken, game. I really don't want to be incredibly on edge right now. That would be cool. Let's leave the shovel there just so we can defend ourselves a lot more easily. My head itches so badly. Okay, anything in here? No. Well, I mean, there's the big bowl, but, like, excluding that, I wanted to see if there was any new loot, and no, it doesn't appear to be. Apparatus? Okay. Big. We'll take the metal sheet. Well, the metal sheet isn't big. I guess technically it's big, like, if you count, like, the size of it. But, you know, that's not what I'm referring to here. You know, that probably... Yeah, it's whatever. I'm pretty sure it was, like, 6 interior power level, probably, totally, if I definitely remember that correctly. Okay, I just heard something spawn immediately. That is so comforting. Oh, there's actually an Easter egg in the corner. Okay, let's just close the door for now so I just can forget about whatever spawned over there. I really hope that was just another snare flea. I would prefer if it was another snare flea. There's a decent chance we could probably leave with the amount of loot we've got. The hairdryer plus the apparatus feels really good. Plus that 45 egg there. I think what I might almost like want to transfer out. Yeah, 154 with this too. I'm heavily debating like getting out of here, honestly. Like it might be in my best interest to do that. Let's drop these here, just so I could get like a little bit more. I'm pretty sure we're 3 transfers so far. So, that isn't the worst thing in the world, though it's definitely not going to be easy, especially if we get bad spawns. Like I said, not on edge in any capacity, actually. You're not stealing my... Okay, you're stealing my big bolt, though. Okay, good. You went on my left there. Thank God I predicted you properly. Also, that's another open, like, thingamabob, isn't it? Vent? If I could remember things, that would be so crazy. I just can't remember whatsoever. Sag. Yeah, I guess something else had to have spawned over there is my best guess. This is 100, no, 206 actually. I guess something didn't spawn earlier. And then there's that Easter egg. This is like 33. This has got to be like, what, 300? Or no, that's at 100 right there because it's like 80 from the apparatus. So I guess it would be 110, but blah, blah, blah. So we're probably close to... Yeah, and it's only 2. This is actually... I should definitely just transfer everything. I could search for more, but I think it would be very risky to do that. I'm going to go in super deep a little bit, like after I get everything transferred out, just so I can get that egg. Actually, should I? It would be really risky to do that. Would probably have all of the spawns in here at this point. I mean, I could probably go do that, like, safely. Oh my god, a fucking dog spawn, are you kidding me? Okay, maybe I actually just transfer. Okay, man. Oh! Oh my fucking god. Okay, we definitely had the opportunity to get the egg in there as well. I just didn't really want to, like, bank on it. And yeah, we had maybe time to go, like, search main for, like, a quick second or two to, like, get, like, the, like, lightest object known to man. But, again, I just didn't really want to risk it. Yeah, 441. Okay, that was really good, actually. And I didn't even need to get that egg. That could have been almost 500, like, just from assurance alone. Okay, that was a lot better than I was anticipating. I think it's because we got both the bell and the hairdryer there, and then we also got that clown horn too. That was just like really good spawns all around. Well, thank you, Assurance, for that. I'm just now realizing we don't have our key anymore. I don't think we used it. I might have just literally forgotten about it. Is Vow... Okay, good. It is mild. We need to go to the store real quick and we need to go to the store real quick in order to get our belt bag. But, like, we could do Vow without the belt bag, but I prefer to have the equipment into just one inventory slot for an easier transfer. Alright, there's the autosave. Unfortunately, that wasn't the most efficient sale we could have ever done there, and that was just because we didn't have any objects. I was like 53, 54 credits around. Because when you sell for that, you have to sell at 77%, so you sell at a slight lower amount. You know, despite this being the Bracken map, I hope we don't get a Bracken spawn. I would honestly take a Maneater-like spawn. That would be so much more preferable. 2 bees today, okay. I hope they're nearby the ship because I don't really want to be searching for them for too long at least. We'll drop the belt bag around here and then we'll go search for a little bit. I don't want to, yeah, just once again, just don't want to really search for too long. Okay, well there's 1 bee. Alright, well I guess we're getting 1 bee today. How much are you worth? You are 80. Okay. You're not the worst in the world, but I almost think it would be best to not try to search for another. I mean, it's a good value. It's great value, rather, but, I don't know. I guess I'm just apprehensive about it because I could get, like, good spawns inside, but I'm just not sure about it. You can... Okay, thank you for going back to your hive. Are you, like, over here, Rolf? No, I don't seem to be over there. I would like to find that beehive game. I'm glad I was able to find the one, but where's my belt bag? It was right here. What? Okay, here it is. Surely it's close by, right? We don't just get absolutely pwned by bad spawns yet again. Yeah, something's telling me that it's gonna be in some stupid corner, like all the way over there or something, so it's just not really worth searching for it. Like, I could search for it, but I'm not sure if it would be, like, worth the 80 credits when you could just go inside. Since this was 18, was this a mineshaft? I don't remember. It is, actually. Okay, we're taking the belt bag inside. I would rather take the belt bag inside on mineshaft interiors, just because I don't have to worry about, like, hoarding bugs stealing them. That's the main reason I drop it outside, and especially since baboon hawks won't even pick it up since it's, well, equipment. So there's that. Is the cave nearby? That doesn't seem like a great spawn. Not so far, at least. I would have preferred an instant spawn like you see at Fire Exit, but... You know, Fire Exit's not particularly accessible on this. I mean, it's accessible, but it's so dog shit on this map, I'm not doing that. And I'm not doing that again. I very clearly remember what happened last time on Fire Exit, which was a long time ago. Just getting cornered down there with Giant with nowhere else to go is probably... No, dude. Okay, immediate... Well, that could just be a normal spawn. I'm really hoping that's not the precursor... No, I need to keep that with me. So I can, like, open up maybe some shitty door. Please don't be the precursor to any miserable, like, spawns game. I don't want an infestation, actually. You know, crazy enough, I don't want it... Where did you steal that, man? Oh, dear. Okay, well, we've got to go find the nest. Alas, the miserable pain, like, starts up. At least for the hoarding bug. And nothing down there. Dude, where is the cave? Oh, here's the cave. With a terrible fog. Okay, I don't want to get... Okay, seriously, and it's locked. We'll leave the shovel there. I would like to get this disabled so I can see, actually, crazily enough. We've at least got 3 power level because of the hoarding bug and the spider, right? Where did you take my shit, man? It's gotta be just in some horrific corner now that I've gotta go find, so that's just wonderful. Not looking forward to that particularly. I should probably go kill him before he starts ganging up, shouldn't I? That would probably be the smartest idea, but I don't want to waste too much time searching. This is 3 transfers if I can get that bottles. Like, if I can get those bottles, rather. You know, plural. It is not just one singular bottle we're picking up. Yeah, Zekers, give me a singular bottle object, even though we've got the plastic cup, which isn't a bottle, but it's similar enough, I guess. And we've got a mug, too. Well, if we got a cup and a mug, surely we can get a bottle. Give me a water bottle so I can bottle flip in fucking Lethal Company. It's probably one of the worst suggestions I've come up with so far. Okay, nothing back there. Dude, what is the spawn? We went from a... okay, hello. I mean, at least it's not a fucking... More chemical jugs! Okay, I don't think we can do this. I think we've got to transfer. Like, this is already so much, like, at once. I mean, I'm glad we're getting, like, non-lethal enemies! Despite the name of the game, we're getting non-lethal enemies. So, Snare Flea, Spore Lizard, 2 power level, Hoarding Bug, 3 power level, plus the Spider, so that's 5 power level or something? If I remember my power levels correctly, at least, that should be that correctly. So, we still have the possibility for a Bracken, because I believe it is 8 power level is the max inside here. Okay, and we get a slime. Well, we're not getting a Bracken today. How the fuck did I actually not get a Bracken? That is genuinely amazing. The spawn rate's like over 20% on this map. You would think you would get a Bracken. Well, thank you, Lord Zekers, for not giving me a Bracken today. I would not like to die to you today. You know what I should do? I should actually just put you behind this doorway. Yeah, let's just get you back here so I don't even have to, like, think about you. I am not dying to you today, by the way. We are going to keep you away from me. No elevation bullshittery for you. So, theoretically... yeah, I think we're just gonna literally have to wait for this. I think I'm just gonna transfer out, so I'm just gonna speed this up. You know, I could go back in for that other chemical jug there, but I honestly think I'm just going to try to preserve the run here rather than risking more. Yeah, there's at least 2 baboon hawks, a fucking earth leviathan, and a giant outside. And it's like, yeah, it's literally almost 10 p.m. I'm probably going to get myself killed out there. Yeah, 165. That was a terrible day, if anything. The main issue there was I just couldn't find the mine shaft, and then when I did, I just, like, found nothing. I guess I'm kind of happy that I did find the 1B there. I almost should have tried to go for the other one. Christ. Well, I suppose that's the power of hindsight. I should have known better. Well, time to go to the company building. You know, I would have hoped for any, like, different sales, but I guess we'll accept that we get nothing. I think we'll try to wait until after we actually sell everything to see if we get any sale changes before we buy everything so we can hopefully get it cheaper. But yeah, I suppose without further ado, it's time to show. Alright, well this should be the very last thing we have to sell. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a little bit over. Probably not, like, we shouldn't really have to sell that, like, probably if I do the math, but it's fine. So now we have 445 credits to spare, well, not to spare, but to use. And then once we get the overtime, we'll have even more to use. I would really like a quota, or not a quota, a, whatchamacallit, sale game. Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out what kind of sale we get, if any. Yeah, 56 overtime, so that should be more than almost enough for like an extension ladder, and a pretty middling quota roll there. I would have preferred something lower, but oh well, what can you really do? What do we get for sales? Nothing changed! Okay. Well, I suppose we get the cruiser and everything else as per usual. Alright, and there's our autosave, and you'll probably notice there that I actually did buy the lockpicker as well with the other 2 items there, and it was more of an impulse buy than anything. I mean, if we get a locked door at a fire exit, that's gonna just actually suck. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen though. Thank God it's mild on offense. You know, pretty recently we've been having this issue on a fence where I just can't seem to get past it no matter how many people we have. So I think if anything, I'm just gonna have to lock in to like an unreasonable degree just so we can finally get past this fucking hurdle. I truly am just like Sisyphus, one must imagine Costco Man happy, at least regarding a fence. Alright, well let's just hope God's light just graces us today. Please give us some good spawns, and it's important, okay, 17 objects, to remember to not spam scan that. Despite it being very easy for me to muscle memory that, it's like having the extra time to get onto the ladder there to make that fire jump, or fire exit jump a little bit easier is pretty important, at least to me. Alrighty, offense. I'm pretty sure today is a factory spawn, so that's why I'm going to main. I want to quickly search this, and then we go over to fire exit. That is not a great start, giving me only 2 entrances to go through. Okay, server room with bottles. I mean, I'll take that. At least 1 object. I want to at least find 3 objects. That's my goal right now. 4 would be nice. 2 is probably what's going to be happening. And then after we get that... Okay, that's a turret down that hallway. I'm assuming this is the dead end. Indeed it is. Well, at least I don't think it loops around. It might actually. That looks like terribleness. And over here, even more terribleness. Okay. Do I have to take just 1 object? I really don't want to take just 1 thing today. This is not looking great. Please give me... Oh, you locked door? Well, you know, I do have that lockpicker there. I suppose I'll start using that. That's a waste of like 30 seconds, though. Do I really want to do that right now? I think the answer is going to be a no, honestly. Let's see what's over here, and then that's nothing. Okay, surely I can get past... Yeah, I can pretty easily get past that turret there. Anything more, game? I want at least 1 more object before I skedaddle. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think that is just wishful thinking at this point. Oh well, let's just skedaddle on back to main now. Yeah, thankfully I was able to make that. I can't believe we only found 1 object, though. That's just kind of turbo shit. Alright, I'm pretty sure I took a little bit of damage while trying to reverse there, so I think it's important we make sure to repair there. God, the fuck... Yeah, I did take a little bit of damage. I can't believe the horn of all things actually managed to scare the shit out of me. Alright, there we go. I have so much innate fear from this map, just from all the bullshit deaths recently, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, yeah, there's no dogs nearby from the looks of things. We'll keep the lockpicker outside for now, just because I'm presuming we won't need it. I'm really hoping not, at least. Okay, 2 objects in here is not too shabby. Wait, 3? Let's go, dude. 3 objects is definitely a preferred spawn. I would have preferred to get 3 objects at main, literally what I was saying earlier. Alrighty, not too shabby for 2 p.m. Well, I guess it's kind of bad, actually, for 2 p.m. I would have liked to have a lot more at this point. Okay, this is a dead end. Multiple keys, though. Yeah, that lockpicker buy was seeming to be not exactly the greatest ever, that's for sure. Ooh, he saw me. 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 Yep. Okay, man. I need you to come back here so that you can lose some of your, whatchamacallit, momentum. Okay, come back here. I need him to come back, like, right here. Oh, shit. Come on. No, 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 no. Wait, what? What? Okay, well, I guess he just continued to slide on the ground. What the fuck, man? I thought his momentum would, like, get canceled by, you know, hitting the head of him, but I guess not. Like, I'm genuinely pretty sure that he should have been, like, slowing down there. I guess he just had enough built-up momentum by the time I hit him that it just didn't matter. Well, that really fucking stinks, actually. Okay, I really hate to leave it off here, but unfortunately I don't really have the time for another attempt, so... The next time we fail on a fence, I should hopefully have more time to actually, you know, continue through, so we'll make sure the run keeps going, because I refuse to have another offense like failure. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll hope to see you all next video.